Join Kids Hat family.
Tia, I can't believe I lost my lucky charm. I've had it for years and now it's gone. Oh no, Tofu, don't worry. Sometimes things like this happen for a reason. What do you mean? Well, sometimes we lose something important because it's time for us to let it go and move on to bigger and better things. But how am I supposed to move on without my lucky charm? Well, I have a story that might help. It's a story about a young prince who, like you, had lost something very dear to him. What did he lose? He lost his magic amulet, a gift from his late mother. The amulet had the power to grant him any wish he desired. Wow, that sounds amazing. What happened to the prince? The Prince and His Magical Amulet. Well, the prince was heartbroken when he realized the amulet was gone. He searched high and low, but he could not find it. He began to lose hope and he became depressed and withdrawn. But one day, while walking through the forest, the prince came across a wise old owl.
Hello, young prince. Why do you look so sad?
Oh, wise owl, I have lost my magic amulet and I do not know how I will ever be happy again.
Do not despair, young prince, for the amulet was not the source of your happiness. It was your own kindness, compassion, and pure heart that truly made you happy.
But how can I be happy without the amulet?
The amulet may have granted your wishes, but it was your own actions that brought joy to others. You can continue to spread happiness and kindness even without the amulet.
The prince thought about the owl's words and realized he was right. He had always found joy in helping others, and he realized that he did not need the amulet to do so. So the prince set off on a journey to spread love and kindness throughout the kingdom. And as he traveled, he found that he was happier than he had ever been before. As he traveled, he encountered many people and animals in need of help. And with each kind act, the prince's heart grew fuller and happier. He helped an old man carry his heavy bags across the river. He saved a group of kittens from a burning barn. And he even taught a group of lost children how to find their way home. As the prince's reputation for kindness and compassion spread throughout the kingdom, more and more people and animals came to him for help. And the prince, with the help of his friends, was always there to lend a helping hand. But as much as the prince enjoyed helping others, he also missed his magic amulet. He often thought about where it might be and who might have it. One day, as the prince was walking through the forest, he heard a faint voice calling out to him. Prince, Prince, can you hear me? The prince followed the voice until he came upon a small enchanted pond. And there, floating on the surface, was his magic amulet. Prince, I am so glad you found me. I have been waiting for you.
Amulet, is it really you? I can't believe it.
Yes, it is me, your magic amulet. I have been lost for so long, but I knew you would find me.
How did you get here?
A group of mischievous sprites found me and played a trick on me. They hid me in this enchanted pond. But now that you have found me, I can return to you and grant your wishes once again.
Amulet, I don't need you to grant any of my wishes anymore. I have learned that happiness comes from within, and I can spread joy and kindness to others without the use of magic.
Oh Prince, You have truly grown and learnt the value of compassion. You no longer need me to grant your wishes, for you have the power to make your own happiness.
Thank you, Amulet. I will always cherish you, but I think it's time for you to return to the gods. They are the ones who truly possess the power of magic.
Very well, Prince. I will return to the gods, but know that I will always be with you in spirit, guiding and protecting you.
The prince thanked the amulet and sent it back to the gods. And as he continued his journey, he knew that he had the power to make his own happiness and the happiness of those around him.
Wow, Tia, this was a really good story.
I'm glad you liked it, Tofu. The moral of the story is that happiness comes from within, and we can all spread joy and kindness to others, no matter what we have or don't have.
I see what you mean, Tia. I think I can be happy even without my lucky charm.
I'm sure you can, Tofu. You have a kind and pure heart, just like the prince.
Thank you for telling me such a beautiful story, Tia. Tia, aren't you going to your friend's party?
No, Tofu. Mummy has asked me to stay home with you tonight because she and Papa will be returning home late.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Tia. Because of me, you can't go to your party.
It's okay, Tofu. Sometimes we have to sacrifice things for the ones we love, just like the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid? Is it a story? Tell me, Tia, please.
The Little Mermaid. Once upon a time, there was a sea kingdom at the bottom of the sea. The king of the seas had 6 beautiful daughters who were mermaids. They were all very beautiful, but the youngest of them was the prettiest of them all. She had a gentle face, big round eyes, and a voice sweeter than anyone else's in the world. When the Little Mermaid turned 15 years old, her grandmother called her to her room. "Come, my darling. Today you have turned 15. And from now onwards, you can go to the world above. Just remember, the people above are very different from us. They do not have a beautiful fishtail like us. Instead, they have 2 legs."
Thank you, Grandmother. I have waited for this day for so long. When I return, I will tell you about everything I see above.
That night, the Little Mermaid went to the surface of the water. The sight of the stars and the cool breeze that touched her face took her breath away. She was just getting used to the feeling when she saw a big ship cross in front of her. Aboard it were many men, and they were celebrating the birthday of the young prince who had just turned 16. The little mermaid was mesmerized with the handsome looks of the prince. She couldn't take her eyes off him as the ship sailed past her. She was so lost in him that she did not notice the storm build up in the sky and the sea begin to rage. The ship had only sailed a little further when the storm shook it up. The sailors tried to stir it to safety, but many men, including the prince, fell into the sea. The little mermaid rushed to him and saved him from drowning. She took him ashore.
Don't worry, you are safe. Open your eyes.
But the prince lay unconscious. The mermaid decided to get help. When she couldn't get any, she came back to where the prince was. She saw him surrounded by many people. A beautiful princess was kneeling by him as others worked to awaken him. The prince opened his eyes, and the little mermaid was relieved that her prince will be saved now.
You saved my life. Thank you.
The prince knew nothing about the little mermaid. He didn't even know that it was she who had actually saved his life. This broke the mermaid's heart. She went back to her father's home. She told her sisters and grandmother what had happened.
Forget him, child. Humans and we are very different. To be with him forever, you will have to get him to love you more than anything else he loves in the world, even more than his own parents. How will that ever happen? Think about it.
But the little mermaid could not forget the handsome prince. Every night she visited the spot where she had laid him after saving his life. One day, she decided to visit the witch in her father's kingdom. Maybe she knew a way that the mermaid could be with the prince.
Yes, there is a way. I can send you to the land above the sea. You will lose your fishtail and have legs. If by the second sunset you can get the prince to love you more than he loves his parents, then you can be with him forever. Otherwise, you will die and become foam in the sea. But in return, you must give me your voice.
But without my voice, how will I make the prince fall in love with me?
You still have your pretty face and eyes. You will also be the most beautiful dancer anyone has ever seen. Now go.
In a flash, the mermaid found herself on the land. Her fishtail turned into human legs. It caused her pain,
but she could not even scream because the witch had taken her voice away. Somehow, the mermaid made her way to the prince's castle. There was a big celebration going on there, but the guards would not let the mermaid enter because they didn't know who she was, and she couldn't answer them when they asked her about it. So she was not allowed to enter. Somewhere in the castle, music started playing. Remembering what the witch had said about dancing, Little Mermaid started dancing.
Oh, I have never seen anyone dance so beautifully. Maybe she has come to dance for the royal family in the celebrations. Oh, she is a dancer. Let me take her to the court.
Once the mermaid reached the royal court, she saw that the celebration was for the wedding of the prince. Little Mermaid was heartbroken. She thought the only way of meeting the prince now would be to dance and draw his attention towards her. And so she performed a beautiful dance for the royal family. When the prince saw her, he came up to her.
Hello, young lady. I have seen you in my dreams. Who are you?
In his heart, the prince hoped that she would be the one who had saved him from drowning. He longed to hear the voice that had saved him when he was dying. But no sound came out when the little mermaid tried to reply.
Forgive me. I think I'm confused between you and someone else. But please do join us.
The prince led her to the ship on which the wedding was going to take place. Many people spoke to her, but she could not answer anyone. The princess was especially kind to her and took special care of her. I know you saved the prince that day. Thank you. Because of you, I have found the love of my life. Please always stay with us. The little mermaid saw that the princess and the prince loved each other and were very happy together. She decided not to pursue the prince anymore. He belonged to another woman. Although her heart ached to let him go, she happily attended the wedding and all the celebrations that went on throughout the next day. Soon it was evening. The second sunset was about to happen. The little mermaid knew she would die and become foam on the sea. As she stood there, looking at the prince and his princess,
she heard some voices behind her. She turned around to see. Her sisters were there in the water. But all of them had very short hair now, instead of the long flowing locks they used to have earlier.
Sisters, what are you doing here?
We have come to save you. We went to the witch. In exchange of our hair, she gave us this knife. If you stab the prince through his heart before sunset, you can be saved. Handing the knife to the youngest sister, all the other sisters vanished under the water once again. The little mermaid stood there holding the knife to her heart. She looked at the newlyweds once again. She knew what she had to do. At the sunset, she tossed the knife into the sea.
Goodbye, my love.
And so, for the happiness of her beloved prince, the little mermaid sacrificed her own life and joined the sea as foam.
Tia, this is such a beautiful story. It shows how much the little mermaid loved the prince. Thank you for not going to the party and staying with me.
That's because I love you, my little brother.
I love you too, my darling sister Tia.
The Social Skills Carnival. Tofu, look at all the fun games and rides. I love carnivals.
Me too, Tia, but sometimes I feel a little shy around new friends. I wish I knew how to make more friends easily.
Don't worry, Tofu. Developing social skills is like learning to ride a roller coaster. It might be scary at first, but with practice, it becomes so much fun.
Tia, I want to join the game, but I'm not sure how to start.
That's okay, Tofu. I will guide you through. First, approach them with a friendly greeting. Learn to greet others with a warm smile and a friendly hello or hi. A simple greeting can make a big difference in starting a conversation. Hi, my name is Tia, and this is my brother Tofu.
Hi, I'm Tofu. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, Tia and Tofu. I'm Sarah. Want to join our game? Sure, we'd love to. Next, use eye contact. Learn the importance of maintaining eye contact while talking to someone. It shows interest and attentiveness in the conversation.
This is fun. Thanks for inviting us, Sarah.
You're welcome, Tofu. We love making new friends. Let's try something else, Tofu. How about starting a conversation with someone new?
Okay, but what do I talk about?
You can ask about their favorite carnival game or share a fun fact about yourself.
Hi, I'm Tofu. Do you have a favorite game at the carnival?
Next tip is active listening. Learn to be an active listener by giving full attention to the person speaking. This means not interrupting and responding appropriately when it's their turn to talk. Hi, Tofu. I like the ring toss game the most. What about you?
Oh, I love roller coaster rides. They're so thrilling.
Great job, Tofu! You made a new friend. Now, The next tip is to share and take turns. Learn to share toys and take turns during play dates or group activities.
Jilly, it's your turn at the ring toss game.
Yay, Tofu! Thanks! Here, you can have my popcorn.
Thanks, Jilly.
Next, be polite and kind. Always use polite words like please and thank you, and be kind and respectful to others.
Hey, Jilly, could you pass me the ring, please?
Sure, Tofu. Here you go.
Thank you, Jilly.
You're welcome. Next, find common interests. Learn to identify common interests with others. Sharing hobbies or activities can be an excellent way to start conversations and build friendships.
Jilly, do you like the carousel ride?
Oh, I love it.
Yay, me too. Let's take the carousel ride next, shall we?
Yeah, that would be fun. Next, learn some problem-solving skills. Handle conflicts and disagreements respectfully. Learn to express your feelings calmly and find solutions together.
Hey, Tofu, won't you play with us anymore? Oh, you found a new friend.
Hi, I'm Jilly.
Yeah, Sophia, I'd like to play with you guys too. Maybe Jilly can join us too?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Come on, we'd make a big group of friends together and have so much fun.
Yay, thank you. Next, be inclusive. Learn to include others in games and activities. Being inclusive makes everyone feel valued and included. Hey Sophia, look! There's a girl playing alone. I think we should invite her too. Yeah, that would be great.
Hey, I'm Sophia. Do you want to join us?
We are going to ride the roller coaster.
Yay! I would love to. Thank you.
Next, show empathy. Learn to understand and recognize others' feelings. Offer support and kindness when someone is sad or upset.
Oh, I am so scared of heights. How would I do this? Don't worry, Sophia. Just let go and enjoy. We are all together.
Yes, Sophia, let's do it.
Yay! Thank you for encouraging me, guys. Thanks, Tia. I had a blast.
Tofu, you did fantastic. You made so many new friends today.
Thanks, Tia. I couldn't have done it without your help.
Remember, Tofu, developing social skills is an adventure. It's okay to take small steps and soon you'll be a social butterfly.
You're right, Tia. I can't wait to make more friends and have more fun adventures together.
Yay! Can you recall all the social skills that you learned today?
Approach with a friendly greeting. Use eye contact. Listen actively. Share and take turns. Be polite and kind. Find common interests. Learn problem-solving skills. Be inclusive. Show empathy.
Great job, Tofu! Remember, learning social skills takes time. Be patient and take help and guidance from your parents or elders.
For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.